Good afternoon, everyone. Jim Whelan here in West Palm, the Armed Cyclist. I'd like to thank you all for subscribing to my YouTube channel like you have. I got over 1,000 subscribers in the last week alone. I really like to appreciate that a whole lot. And I got to tell you, it's really important when you come in contact with the cops that you stand up for your rights, no matter what. Always be polite, but always stand up for your rights for sure. If you're carrying a gun, depending on the state that you're in, as a professional courtesy, it's always up to the individual owner. It's a personal choice, but in some states it's a law. But in some states where it's not a duty to inform, I would, recommend telling the officer that you have a gun, and if it's not in a, just depends on your personal stance. So, hey Nancy, how you doing? How's things? And Tracy, are you all cyclists too, or what's the story there? How's everything up in Maine today? When does the snow start? This is my first YouTube live. I think it's pretty cool. So, when you come in contact with the police, always make sure that you're professional and know your rights when you're stopped. In some states, like I said, it's important to know what the law is when you're stopped by the police. Some states don't have a duty to inform. Some states do. So if you don't have a duty to inform, and if you're comfortable with it, don't even tell the cops you're carrying a weapon. If you're open carrying, well, it's a different story. They can see it anyway. But I'm not a lawyer or anything like that, but that's just my personal opinion. And if you're comfortable doing it, tell them you have a gun. I think it goes both ways. But if they stop you like they stopped me that one time down in Key Biscayne, don't even bother. If you're in a state where you don't have a duty to inform. I thought that was really something, it's probably some flaming liberal complaining about my shirt. I'll go get you my jersey so you can see it. I think it's pretty cool. What do you think of this? This is the Armed Cyclist bike jersey right here. And well, I don't know how that camera's supposed to work. We'll put it up here. I got a shit camera. So if you want your own Armed Cyclist bike jersey, it's all yours for $88.99. This is what the back. This is what the back looks like too. Pretty cool, huh? Get your own Armed Cyclist bike jersey for $88.99. There you have it. I actually what's interesting is I wear that in all the establishments I go to, and I've never been kicked out of a place. Some people come up and ask me what is this Armed Cyclist thing, and I just tell them I'm just a regular guy that carries a gun, and it's like, hey Tracy, it's thanks for your comments, Nancy. and get them in blue. You should get one that says armed citizen. People come up to me and say, "What is this armed cyclist?" I say, "Oh, I'm just a regular guy that carries a gun. You can too." What do y'all think about that? I thought that was pretty cool. When I'm out Sunday mornings, I'll go pedal maybe 50, 60 miles, and I'll go into this one where the pier is down in Deerfield Beach, which is just south of West Palm where I live, and all the foreigners will come up. What's this armed cyclist? I just tell them, and they're like either amazed or they're taken aback. And then other areas, I go up through Palm Beach, and I'll get the old bats coming over to me when I'm just hanging out by one of the park benches. They're taking a rest. Those days, I'll pedal like 60, 70 miles, and when it's like 90 degrees out. And you get these old bats coming out of the cafe, and they're scared by the sight of my shirt. It's ridiculous. I think it's pretty funny, though. So anyway, glad to have y'all as subscribers to my channels. What questions do you... Hi, Lady D. Nice to see you. What questions do y'all have for me? What do y'all do? Do you have a business out there, and you have some business questions? Do you have sales questions? What do you got going on, or do you have firearm questions? And for Nancy up there in Maine, I have a Maine gun permit too. So in Maine, you don't even need a gun permit, I hear, but I have one because it's good for other states where Florida's not good. So it's nice to know you feel safer. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What's happening with you, Lady D? LDK, what the laws are up here? Well, if you go to handgunlaws.us and you punch in on Maine, Maine gun laws on handgunlaws.us, punch on the state of Maine, you'll find the gun laws for that state. As I understand it, Maine has permitless open carry and concealed carry. You don't need a permit. You don't need a permit in that state anymore. But if you're a non-resident, you can open carry. You still need a permit in that state. I think that's how most of the constitutional states work. So, what kind of weapon do you have there, Nancy? And by the way, I think all ladies should carry a gun. Absolutely, all ladies should carry a gun. So, and if you're going to open carry in a what's called a level 3 holster, and and use a police utility bill, like the cops have. You can get one of them for like $100. You get a level 3 holster. Level 3 holster locks your gun twice, so no one can just snatch it out from your side. A lot of the old farts with big guts, they'll use the old cowboy holsters. Anyone can snatch your gun there. No permit needed for concealed carry or open carry in Maine, and as I understand it, in 15 other states. But you have to have your state ID with you, I would think. So I'm not a lawyer, but if you check out handgunlaws.us and click on the state of Maine, or whatever state you're from, Lady D, you'll be able to get the answers you need. That's the most accurate, up-to-date website for gun laws that I've seen. Each state has different gun laws than the next one, than the next state over. So, for example, New York State's run by a bunch of communists. You don't want to take your gun there if you're going visiting in New York, if you're from Maine. But if you're and you don't want to take it to communist New Jersey either. Lady D, I would think, in Michigan, they got open carry there. You don't even need a permit in Michigan. You can open carry. There's videos on YouTube of guys open carrying the AR-15s through the hood in Detroit. It's pretty cool. And all the cops confront them and they just walk away. So if you punch in open carry gun Detroit, you'll see it. And as far as answering your question for as far as what to recommend for a lady, I'd recommend maybe Smoking Hot Wife. She uses Smoking Hot Wife's responsible for global warming, and I think that's why Sears went bankrupt, because she keeps blowing up the air conditioner. She's so hot. But Smoking Hot Wife uses a 380, and she also has hand issues now. So as she's got older, I've been with Smoking Hot Wife for 8,983 days. That's 24 years plus. And she got a 38 special revolver. So those are about like $500. I just got it for about a month ago. I have to go show her how to use it. So I hope that helps you. Something light though. So, and then the other weapon I might recommend is some sort of 22 or a Ruger 380. Ruger 380 is small and light. My own personal carry when I'm out my bike, or my everyday carry, if you will, is my Glock. I carry a Glock 20, which is a 10 millimeter pistol with bear ammo in it, and I like that. I like that capacity, and I use a 10 millimeter buffalo bore, 10 millimeter plus P. So that's the kind of gun that I use. And Glock makes 3 different 10 millimeters, as far as I know. I have the Glock 40, which is a longer barrel than the Glock 20, and the Glock 29, which is sort of a compact version, and that's also a 10 millimeter. If you're going to stick heavy duty plus P in it, you want to. They recommended that you adjust the chamber. Sorry, some of the insides of the gun too. What it is, I don't remember what it was. So, Glock is way too big. How many rounds in your Glock? Lady D was asking that question. When I'm out on my bicycle, I carry 32 rounds. There's let me check. Yeah. There is 15. There's 15 rounds each, so it's 30 rounds. Sorry. 15 rounds each in the Glock 20, and then you can have one in the chamber. So that's 16, so it's 32. I carry full capacity, and anybody would tell you to always carry an extra magazine as well. So now the Lady D is, you know what I do? I'll pedal down to Fort Lauderdale or Miami on Saturdays from West Palm. If you're familiar with the area, it's like 40 miles south is Fort Lauderdale, and 72 miles south is Miami. And I'll take the train, and on the train, they all have these guards. They're all former cops, and What it is yeah, and I asked some of the deputies too, some of the sheriff deputies, and they carry like 9mm or 40 caliber. So that's what they do. And Smoking Hot Wife, she likes her 38 or 22. So what do you think about that? Does that answer your question? And it's nice to know your son has a weapon too. And does your son open carry? Oh, okay. Well, just so you know, you can open carry in the state of Michigan without a permit, unless they've changed it in the last 2 years. I didn't know if you know that or not. A lot of people don't know. Oh, here comes Smoking Hot Wife. Say hi to everybody. Everybody, this is Smoking Hot Wife. She's responsible for global warming.
Hello, everybody.
We got Lady D on here. We got Nancy on here, and who else do we have on here? And we got Tracy, and we got I don't know, lots of people.
The screen is very shaky.
Yeah. Do I look like a robot, everybody? Smoking Hot Wife says the screen's shaky. Is it shaky at your end too? Lady D says, hi, young lady. Smoking Hot Wife says, bye. See, you can see why Sears went bankrupt. Because Smoking Hot Wife is responsible for the global warming. Lagging a little, huh? Does my head wobble? Must be my fiber connection. Oh, my head wobbles like oh boy, oh cool. How about that? I guess I'll have to fix that. So, oh well. So what racket are you in there, Lady D? Yeah, Smoking Out. Hey, Boosted LSS. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Sorry about the wobbling. I don't know how to fix that just yet. What do you sell there, Boosted LSS? Anybody have any questions about anything? Be about business or about life? Or about guns? I'll tell you what I know, which ain't much. Y'all want to know how to sell something? Changing jobs, but I enjoy a ton of First Amendment stuff. Ah, cool. So you watch oh, you like that, huh? Yeah. But bear in mind, though, the police are always out there just to do a job, just like anybody else. So that's really important for everybody to know. Some are great. Some are complete clowns, but most are good. So, my cousin's in the RCMP up in Canada. He protects the presidents and prime ministers when they yeah, you saw that, huh? Anybody have any questions about anything? about gun laws or First Amendment rights or anything like that? Anybody have a company they hate that you want to go protest in front of? You know, like a big stupid company? Ah, Walmart. Oh yeah, well, you know what you do? You you know, if you want to protest in front of a big stupid company, don't get one of those cheap. Don't make yourself a cheap ass cardboard sign. Go to a regular sign guy. Actually, I'll see if I have some of my signs here. Hold on a second. I don't have no signs here, but you know, you don't want to go get a cheap ass cardboard sign made, or you know, like what most people do. Go to like a regular sign guy. Spend maybe 70, 80, $100, whatever the case is, if you can afford it, and get a decent sign made. And then for Walmart, you know, instead put on Walmart ripped off customer instead of everyday low prices, everyday garbage crap junk. You know, put that on the sign or something like that, and talk about. And then when people come up and ask you, just say your story, but never do it on Walmart property or never do it on the property of the people you're protesting against. Always do it on the sidewalk, on the edge of their property, right by the driveway. That's what you do, and it works out pretty good. And you know the cops will come. Oh, what are you doing? You just, oh, we know you have a beef, and they'll just leave you alone. If they ask you for your ID, just tell them to go beat it because you don't have to give them ID when you're just out there protesting. And the other important thing is when you're out protesting is in most jurisdictions you don't need a permit. You only need a permit if you're 5 or more people in most jurisdictions. And I love your comment there, Boosted LSS. And you know what? You know, one stupid company we all hate is Comcast. Or if you're it, or most cable TV companies, they're so big, they're stupid, and they're all stupid ass. What I like to do when my internet goes out here at the office, I'll go up to Comcast. I got this big ass sign that I'll just go hold up out in front of their customer service center, and basically says Comcast sucks, fed up customer. I'll just go hold it up out in front of there, and you'll start yelling at the top of my lungs, Comcast sucks. Comcast sucks. And usually within 30 minutes of me being there, I got a repairman on the way down to my office. So it's actually pretty cool. I don't even bother calling their stupid ass customer service. And then one time, AutoNation tried to rip me off. So I went up there on President's Day, which is one of their busiest days of the year. You know, I got like a car for smoking hot wife at the time. And she's so hot, I wanted to make sure she had a proper car that with a good air conditioner in it, so she didn't blow up the air conditioner. And it's like they promised me they'd do certain things and they didn't perform, so I just held up a sign. And within 3 hours of me being there, I got what I needed and I left. So it was pretty cool. They tried putting the sprinklers on me and everything, trying to get rid of me. So any big stupid company that messes you around, or any company that messes you around, just go hold up a sign on the public sidewalk in front of the place. So that's what I think. So did y'all hear that okay? Hey, Tom, how do you stop the latency? You want to see the picture here? So anybody else have questions about anything? Anybody else have questions about anything? Hey, you're welcome, Lady D. Yeah, this is like my first YouTube video that I'm doing live. I've done Facebook lives in them before. My first YouTube live one. So I'm pretty excited about that. Can y'all hear me better now? Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna hit the sack, and Smoking Hot Wife wants to go out for dinner tonight, so that's what we're doing. So have to keep Smoking Hot Wife happy. Smoking Hot Wife's responsible for global warming. All right, all right, all right. You're going to learn today. So long for now. Jim Whelan signing off.